morning, everyone. I just wanted to hop on here for a few minutes and share a little bit about what brought me to creating this new page of mine on Instagram called My Journey, His Glory. And I just wanted to share a little bit about my journey and what brought me to this point. I would say that my journey started about 4 or 5 years ago. And it started with more of just feelings and thoughts of kind of unease, unsettlement. I think we all go through a phase or a time in our lives where we're kind of searching for what's my purpose? What am I meant to be doing? What am I supposed to be doing? And that's kind of what happened to me. You know, I'm very blessed and fortunate with a wonderful career that I love, that I'm very passionate about. But this was different. This was something like, it was in two parts, I would say. You know, one component or one part of it was, I feel like I need to be doing or should be doing something for the Lord to further His kingdom, to share His word. There was that, and I didn't know in what capacity to do that. And along with not knowing what capacity, it was met with insecurities of, well, I don't know, am I really even able to do that? Or am I someone worth sharing? Like, what would I share? What am I going to bring to the table? And, I'm not that knowledgeable in certain areas, and what would I even say? So there was that, which the insecurities only, mount on and kind of push back that desire to further that mission. The other component of it was, I really want an outlet to be more creative, to be able to do the things, I love, which is, web design and just design in general and making things, being creative, And so I've kind of been working in this gray area the last 4 or 5 years of, what do I do and what does that look like? And so in this process of trying to figure it out, I've been trying different things, little kind of side businesses or side hustles. Well, maybe I can try doing this, and maybe I can make this, and maybe I can try to sell this. And and every one of these kind of journeys I've been on, these small little attempts of trying to figure it out, these attempts of trying to find, I guess, some peace or some purpose, they've all been dead ends, they haven't been that enjoyable, or they haven't really fulfilled what I was seeking, or sometimes they've died before they even started. They were just thoughts in my head, but none of them really brought any joy or purpose, but maybe just some busyness and distraction at the time, but really nothing more than that. And so I just kept kind of pushing back the thoughts of, maybe this is more confusion on my part, but I'm not really meant to be doing anything else, and I just need to kind of be content with where I'm at. But it was really hard to be content with where I'm at when I don't think that's where I was meant to be. I think the Lord had a greater purpose, and the Lord had something for me, but I was getting in the way of that. My insecurities about sharing His word was getting in the way of that. But also sometimes even my cloudiness or selfishness of, well, am I really meant to be doing something for the Lord? Is that what this uneasiness is? Or is it maybe I'm trying to pursue this thing that's going to make me really happy or excited because I get to go be creative and, be a little mini entrepreneur, which has been kind of like a dream of mine that I've never really been able to kind of get a hold on. So I think the combination of insecurity and selfishness kind of prevented me from truly and genuinely seeking what the Lord's will was for me. And so the last few years have just been that wrestling with, what am I supposed to be doing? Is this really what I'm supposed to be doing? Is it that? Is it, and then kind of ignoring it, kind of pushing it away, and then it comes back up. And but just this constant wrestling with these thoughts, And so I think it was finally just recent, to be honest, where I'm like, enough's enough. I don't want to feel this unease anymore, this like lack of purpose. It's like I'm missing the mission, I'm missing the call here. And I know that there will be blessings in that, being obedient to God's call. I know I will find true joy and true peace in receiving that call over my life, and then ultimately giving into it and living it out. I know there will be blessings from it. And ultimately, I know that all this unease will go away. And so I started just with prayer, a lot of prayer, consistent prayer, daily prayer, multiple times a day. And the more I was praying, the more I was gravitating and just getting hungry and excited for what's next. What does he want for me? But at the same time, more like almost anxious about, well, what is it? And am I going to get it right? And what am I supposed to be doing? And what if I miss the call, or get it wrong, or do it wrong? And so I started just constant prayer, then reading his word, listening to sermons, so many sermons, and taking notes, and listening to more sermons and taking notes and praying, and then ultimately leading to 3 days of fasting. And while I'm just fasting, prayer. And it was brutal. The fasting was brutal, but I just kept crying out, I want to hear your voice. I want to hear your voice over my life. I want to hear what your will is over my life. I want to be obedient to your will. I want to serve you. I want to draw nearer to you. I want to live out my faith. I want to share my testimony. I want to further your kingdom. I want to love on the ones that are hurting and serve those who need help. And I just kept praying these things. And then I came across a YouTube video where this awesome, wonderful woman was talking about not being fearful and not questioning yourself or being insecure, and that the Lord can use anyone, and he's not limited to us. He's not limited to our wisdom. He's not limited to our knowledge. He doesn't need us. He wants us. And I kept thinking about that, and it was so powerful. And I'm like, you know what? That's so true. He's not limited by us. He's not limited by our capabilities or, what we can bring to the table. He's going to bring it all to the table. The Spirit will work in the hearts of all that we're meant to reach. We're just a vessel. We're a vessel that the Lord will use, but he does all the hard work. We're just the mouth, So that I was so encouraged by that. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to start putting the word out. How is the next part of, I'm going to, get on social media. I'm going to create a page, and I'm just going to start putting the word out. I'm going to put out verses that have encouraged me, that I hope encourage others. I'm going to share about my story and share about his word and his goodness. And then I'm not going to worry about anything else. I'm not going to worry about who gets on there and who likes my stuff and who follows and how many follow. I'm not going to worry about any of that, because that's not even the point. The point is just to get the word out. The point is to further his kingdom. The point is to be obedient to his will over my life. And the rest he's going to take care of. He's gonna make that connection. He's gonna reach those that are hurting and that need to hear his word and need to be encouraged. Just like I was reached by someone who had the courage to get on and share her story. And so I just want to tell you all that in the midst of life, when we're met with our insecurities and our fears and our doubts and our question marks, slow down and pray. Truly pray. Just take a deep dive into praying and spending time with him and just putting it all out there. I shared with him my fears, my worries, my insecurities, and my selfishness, and my what I wanted, what I thought I was supposed to be doing, all of that. I just put it all at the foot of the cross. I didn't hold back. And then he knew my heart. I just wanted to be obedient to him. I just wanted to follow his will for my life. I just wanted to love on people and serve him and draw closer to him and encourage others and pray for. I just wanted to do the right thing. And when that is your intention, the rest is easy, because then he's gonna show you. He's gonna show you what to do next. We just have to trust and take that step, because the step's never going to happen unless we got to take the step, and then the rest will happen. He will work through you. He will give you the words to speak. He will give you the wisdom. He will guide you. He will strengthen you. He will encourage you. You just have to trust. He will do the rest. He will do all the hard work. It's us realizing that he's not limited to us and our capabilities. He's got it. We just have to trust. So I just want to leave you with that word of encouragement. And maybe I'll do more of these. I'm not sure, but this is pretty awesome, because I know me, and I know my fears, and I know my insecurities, and I'm not this person who I would have never have gone on here. I would have never done it, not because there's anything wrong with it, but I just never thought I was able or capable, or what would I say, or how would I sound. But man, it's pretty awesome. It's pretty freeing when you do it. So I just want to give God all the glory, and hope that truly this reaches even one person that it could encourage. All right, take care, guys. Until next time.